again to a new episode of the Knitting in a Podcast. I am Ivonne and I am a knitter, and this is episode 39 in English. I have a coffee, of course, today, and I'm going to tell you all about what I knitted on last 2 weeks and other things for finished objects and whips and I went to Amsterdam this week, so I will tell you a little bit about that. But first, I'm going to drink a coffee with you, and I have a coffee and water. It's always a good idea. So I'm taking a sip of my black coffee. I love black coffee always. When I was younger, I always choose to do milk in it, and in the beginning also sugar and milk. Then I did put the sugar away a few years, it's a long time ago, and then I finally skipped the milk also because I was always on a diet, and then I thought, all the milks the whole day, that it's less calories when I don't do that. So sometimes I take a cappuccino, but not very often anymore. I'm addicted to the black coffee, not too big, more like a little bit more like espresso. Espresso is a little bit less, but sometimes I order a double espresso or in the Netherlands we have Nespresso. I don't know if you know that. It's I think it's worldwide because George Clooney is always in the ads, and that's the coffee maker I've got. You can make 1 cup because I'm the only one in this house who drinks coffee, and when I'm making more coffee, I always forget it, and then this one works for me best. So I'm a real coffee addict. Sometimes tea. Tea is not my usual drink, but in the colder months, like now, it is. It is 6 November. Oh yeah. It's very gloomy outside, and mist. How do you call mist? Is that damp? I don't know. It's cold. Around 2 degrees this night, and I love it. It's November. I think it's going to be 10 during the day. Maybe when the sun comes out it will be more, but now it is misty Hengelo, mysterious Hengelo. Super nice. So it's a perfect weather. It's really dry. The whole month of October was very dry, and until now, it's still dry. Sometimes it rains in the night. I don't know, but it's not a lot of rain. I remember from last year that there was a lot of rain in October and November, and now it's fine and dry. I love it. This is my favorite season of the year: the fall, winter, and the beginning of the spring. And the summer, I'm not a fan of. Sometimes, of course, but when it's too hot, I'm not really liking that. I'm a knitter, so we like our knits, and that's the best in wintertime. So that was a little bit of an introduction. I'm going to tell you all about what I knit on the last 2 weeks. Last week I had a weekly vlog. Maybe you've seen it. In the weekly vlogs I go show you more about what I do during the day and where I knit on and my walks, and super simple, my daily life. I'm going to do Vlogmas, of course. It's not very long anymore. I will do it in English and in Dutch. I did it last year, so then I will show you a little bit more how I'm going to fill my days. I always have lots to do, laundry, household, taking care of my dad. Once a week I'm going to my dad's house. Enough to do. I'm never getting bored. And when I'm sitting, I'm knitting. That's I can't sit without a knitting in my hands anymore. and I watch a lot of lovely podcasts from from all over the world. I like to see everything, the Dutch podcast, but also yeah, you know what I mean from others. I'm drinking my coffee and then I'm starting to tell you what I finished. I finished 2 things this week, 2 finished objects. And the first one is, of course, my Gogodynamo shawl. I love it a lot. At first, I thought, should I participate this year again? I did the twist and turns and I did the geo gradient, but last year's geo gradient, was not a success for me. At the end, when I blocked my shawl, it was bleeding a lot, and it's how do you say it? It was a disaster. I knitted the whole shawl and then it was immediately bleeding. I'm not having it here now, but so that was a really big doubt for me to think, will I participate again? But yeah, somewhere in August, I thought, yes, of course, Ivonne, you're going to do it again. This is a challenge for you to knit other things than you usually would choose. You learn new things, and the mystery, I thought, what do I like about the mystery? But the mystery is when you see this shawl in the whole shawl before you're going to knit it, then I would have thought, oh no, it's not for me. I can't do that. But when you don't know what's coming, you do what Steven says, and it works out. So that's the nice thing of the mystery knit along. And this year's shawl, I love it a lot. It's my favorite so far. I choose colors that I like on this moment, not to how do you say it? The first one, Twist and Turns, was red and natural. That was looking a little bit like a candy stick. So I thought I have to choose colors that I like, and brown is on the moment one of my favorite colors, brown, and this is also very nice. So I decided to order a kit this year. My lovely kids gave me, they asked me, what do you want for your birthday in September? And then I said, I will buy a kit from Stephen West, and maybe you, I got the money, part of the, for the shawl. So normally they get me other presents, but I say, it's a really expensive kit, so if you gave me money, I can buy the kit from it. So that's what I did. I chose the kit from Twisted Ambitions Yarns. It's really nice and soft, and I did some modifications on the shawl. I will show you. I finished it 30 October, so within 4 weeks. We started 3 October and I finished it 30 October, so that was nice. But last Sunday I blocked it, and then it was nicer. I did some modifications in this part. I didn't do the triangles with the slip stitches. My head was not in the right space, and I always like the stripes, like in the Vertices Unite shawls, like this. So I thought I will do the easy way for me, and I choose to do this. And I did, of course, the little mini bubbles. I liked that part a lot. But when I finished this part, this was clue 4, it was a little bit tight. And then I thought, oh, it's really tight, and what did I do wrong? And but I was watching fiber chats from Irina, and there was a lady that had the same problem. And then Irina said, don't rip it back, because that woman wanted to rip it back and do the whole section again. She said, you have to block it first, because when you block it, it will be better. And that's what I did also. And it's a little bit tight, but not too tight anymore. And the blocking was really, by this shawl you have to block. The eyelets are now coming, are more open. The shawl is bigger. Yeah, I love it. It's really. I didn't do the brioche. I did the eyelets. I like brioche, but I think this is also really, really pretty. The next time I'm going to use mohair there. I didn't do that this year, but I saw it with other knitters and I thought, oh, that's so nice. So next year, I have a note to myself. I want to do also a mohair there. So I'm very, very happy with this shawl. I think this is the first shawl I knitted. This was my third, but this is my favorite. Yeah, and when I had blocked it and it was ready, I was sitting on my couch Sunday and I thought, oh, I want to cast on another one. When I like a pattern, I am always knitting it more often, like the Vertice Unite I have already 4 of. And then I thought, oh, I want one in grey and yeah, in 50 Shades of Grey. So I'm thinking about that. I have alpaca in my stash, a lot of alpaca, drops alpaca, and maybe I will cast on a new one. I don't know, maybe in the coming weeks, I don't know yet, or in the new year. But this is such a nice shawl. It's yeah, I love the bubbles also a lot. I didn't find it hard to drop down that stitch. That was because we did, of course, the last year we did how do you say that? And the geo gradient, you have to do like slip stitches also. So one stitch drop down, I thought it was good to do. The triangles, I love. Yeah, it was a long way, but I love the look of it. Yeah, Stephen, you're amazing. I love this shawl a lot, and I think many people think the same way about this shawl. So if you didn't participate and you think, oh my god, it's a super nice, good shawl to knit, and yeah, what I say, I want to knit another one. And I will certainly do that. Maybe I'll start today when I talk about it now. I like the way the triangles, yeah, and how you knit them together and then you pick up stitches for the bubbles. Love it. And in the second shawl, I will definitely do the eyelets again. I think I'm not a brioche type. I have to learn that more in a smaller piece first. So yeah. So that is my first finished object, and then I have another. It was nearly last week. I totally forgot about. I was knitting on it, and then I thought, oh, of course, I have the Habitation throw still on my needles, and it's almost finished. So I don't know what happened. I think it was through the shawl. I forgot it for a while. So I finished also my Habitation throw. I started this, I think, in August, 15 August. And yesterday, 6 November, it was finished. It's a really nice throw. It's not too big. It's a square. You start at the corner. It's a pattern Habitation throw. Is that from Helen Stewart? I think from the head. I don't know for sure. I will put it in the screen. So this is the start of it. And yeah, every 4th or 5th row you have to do the eyelets. Sometimes I forgot and I did it a row later, so yeah, doesn't matter. And this is my advent calendar from last year, from Vrouwtjes Wool Boutique. We had 25 minis. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. It was a super easy and yeah, mindless knit. You can throw it beside your couch and when you feel like it, and you can knit up easily 10 grams a day. So if you're thinking, what will I do with my advent calendar this year, I think this is a really good opportunity to do this pattern, because 10 grams a day is really good to do. So if you think, I want to knit a Habitation throw, yeah, you can easily knit 10 grams away. and then you finish it in a month. That's doable, but I did last year. I had so many things in December that I thought I will keep my advent calendar and I will choose. I know that I wanted to knit this, but I chose to start later. And that is what I did. So super nice, super happy with it. It was living in my Christmas bag. It's now empty from Birdie and Poppet. I bought it last year, so I will put my new advent calendar, who I am going to unpack this year, in this bag again. And I'm doing the same as last year. At first I'm going to wrap a packet every day, a package, and when everything is visible, I will put it in here again, and I'm going to think slowly what I want to make from it, because that was that is because in the month of December you have so many things. I have 3 advent swaps, and the advent calendar. So I have 4 packages every day, and with one of my lovely. It's one of my viewers, but it's also a knitting friend, Trow. She's also on Instagram. She is she organizes always the Ontmoetdag. She's also on Knit to Purl Festival. So if you go there, you will see Trow also. She's a participant. How do you say? So Trow asked me this summer. We were chatting about things, and I organize in the Netherlands always the Paas wool swap, so with Easter yarn swap. We do always 14 balls of sock yarn with a present for Easter Day, and that's what I organize always with my viewers and with Catherine. And a lot of viewers are always asking me, Ivonne, do you organize the Advent swap? But I didn't do that. I always participated in a swap. So Trow and me, we thought, you can wait for somebody or for podcasters to organize something, but you can take it in your own hand and think, I will swap with somebody, and I'm going to ask somebody on Instagram who you follow. Just ask, do you want to swap with me? Because I like to have an advent package every day. Maybe you don't want to buy an expensive advent calendar, or you were too late. So you can always search somebody self and arrange it with each other. That was Trow did make a post of it, but she's only doing it in Dutch. Don't wait on other people to make your life nice. Do it yourself. Do it yourself. Advent calendar. Send a message to somebody you like on Instagram or Facebook or whatever in one of the knitting groups, and ask, do you want to swap with me? I want to swap 24 balls of sock yarn from 10 grams, and you can talk with each other. What will you put in there? Do you want chocolate or teas or presents? That's all up to you. So that was the idea. And Trow and I, we loved to go thrift shopping. So we had swapped 24 balls of 10 grams sock yarn. And we did 12 things from a thrift shop also in the swap. So that was so nice. The whole summer and the whole, every time when I did go to a thrift shop or to a flea market, I was searching for presents for the swap from Trow. And it worked. I found lovely things, and it's on the way already to Trow. So 1 December we can go unpack our advent calendars. And I have also a swap with Marianne. That's another viewer of my vlogs. And I have a swap with Ineke from Luna Ster Knit. So I have 3 advent swaps and 1 advent calendar, so it will be a big party in December every day. I will do Vlogmas, so if you like it, you can follow me then, and I will do day in the life things in it. I hear a little cat meowing, but I'm not going to react on it. So we go on with the whips. I have 2 new sock whips. I didn't feel like knitting on my 2 other whips. They were lingering on my needles, and then I thought, no, I don't feel it. 2 socks, and I think leave it, Ivonne, put it in the closet and cast on new socks. So I did. This is the first one. This is a lovely project bag from ENG. She's on Etsy. I love this bag a lot. Rachel Jarvis. I bought it last year. I don't know exactly anymore, but this is such a nice, like quilted bag. And then this is the achterkant, the backside. So if you think, oh, what a nice bag, I want one sometime. She's on Instagram also and on Etsy. So that's her name. Made by Rachel.etsy.com. And Instagram is at, I can't say that. Beautiful bag. This bag is so beautiful that I'm not taking it outside my house. Herein lives a sock, and look at this nice DPN holder. I got it from Jana from Finnish Knitting Stories, who had also a swap last, I think, spring. And that helps that the needles are not sticking through the bag. This bag is so nice that I don't want to take it outside of my house. It's always inside of my house. And I felt like casting on an opal subscription color. And this lovely, I'm not a really fan of blue, but I loved these blues and I couldn't wait to knit it up, and that's why I casted it on. I put it in September in that bag already. So last Sunday, I think, I thought, and now I'm going to cast it on. This is Opal Abo subscription. It's 4 times a year. You get 6 balls of sock yarn, and I will do, think, December, and then I'm going to quit it because I have 24 balls this year, and this is the 3rd one I'm knitting up, so I cannot keep up with the knitting. Hopefully you don't hear the cat. He's meowing very hard. He wants to go in here, but that's not possible now. Now this is how far I am. I bought new needles, Adi Colibri, in Amsterdam, 2.25, and I'm always doing 64 stitches, 3 by 1 rib, and now I'm knitting the leg. So this is the first sock. Oh yeah, and I have already a progress keeper on it for the Christmas. From Christmas I thought, yeah, it's nearly December, so that is okay. That is one of my sock whips. I will put it away later. Then I have another lovely sock whip, and that is in this lovely bag. I bought it at the ontmoetdag from Quilting Mieke. Super sweet little, it's a square, so there fits 1 ball of sock yarn in, and officially I have to do this on 15 centimeters because this is 20 and this is a little bit too long, but I have 15 also, so maybe I want to switch it because otherwise I can't close the bag, but normally I use it on the couch. And Quilting Mieke on Instagram. She makes these lovely bags. For if you DM her, you can ask if you want to make one for you. So I got this lovely ball from Trouda a few weeks ago, and I felt like casting this on. This is a Langyarns Jawol Dégradé. It is, the cat's not stopping. Yeah, it's a one-ply yarn. I'm not a really big fan of that, but I'm knitting on the French sock, and that was also a one-ply. And then I thought, oh, I feel like knitting this ball up that I got from Trow. So it's not a quick change of colors, but yeah, I love it a lot. So the browns and the pinks. So this is for me. I'm only knitting socks for myself because yeah, that's what I do. I'm a size 40 European size, so my socks are always knit in size 40, and sometimes I give something away. Oh yeah, I want to tell you the color of this sock. I think it's 16139. It's the colorway from Langyarns, and it is 75% sure wool and 25 polyamide. Yeah, 100 gram, 400 meters. So that's the other sock whip. And these two are the only ones I'm knitting on at the moment, because the red sock for my period sock is in hibernation because the period week is over. And now I'm knitting on these two and the French sock, but I'm not showing that today. It's nearly done. Yeah, and then I have to look at my notes before I forget something. Yeah, the one thing I started, I don't know exactly anymore. I think in the beginning of October, I started the Penguono from Stephen West. I wanted to knit this, yeah, I think 3 years ago I already thought I want to knit this Penguono. So I started it in October, and then it was a few weeks I didn't do anything about it, and now it's last Sunday I started it again. At first you have to do the back panel. It is in moss stitch. It's a really long piece. It took me a few weeks, but of course it was I was knitting on this mainly. No, and last Sunday I started to do the Welshes. Really nice to do. It looks a little bit like bumpers from your car. So when you fall soft. And then you have to knit this piece and put it on waste yarn, and then you go knit these Welshes, and you go on like this. I chose to do it in alpaca stash. It's all drops alpaca or brushed silk alpaca, is it, I think. I have a lot of it in my stash, so I wanted to use that up. And I chose to do colors I like, so dark red, pinks, blacks, grays. So that is I hope it's a wearable vest, that it's not too, my Garter Marle vest was with brighter colors, and sometimes you don't feel like that. Or you have a brown shawl and it doesn't fit with it. So that's the reason and I have a lot of this yarn, so yeah, you can stash bust. It's all for your stash. 3 yarns held together, sometimes 2. I have one. I don't know. Don't see it anymore. I think it fell down. No, yeah, it doesn't matter. It's all stash yarn, and it's mostly alpaca. So my Penguono is in the making, and I'm very curious when I will finish this. And oh yeah, I was at Stephen and Penelope's shop in Amsterdam, and there was the Penguono from Stephen was hanging in the shop, so I could feel and look. It was really thick. He used really thick yarn, so yeah, it's a really stash buster. Super nice. Yeah, then that was it for now for the knitting. The only thing I want to knit on in the coming weeks is this one. This is my Cozy Comfort Throw. I didn't knit on it the whole summer, not because it was too hot. And in my Cozy Comfort Throw, I only want to knit up hand-dyed yarns. I have a lot of leftovers from my Vertices Unite and from this shawl and from other things. So the rule in this blanket is all hand-dyed scraps, and it's you held the yarn double. It's a pattern from a homespun house from Molly. I bought it last year, and yeah, I think I will knit this in December when I have hand-dyed scraps. I have a lot, so once in a while that this will grow slowly. Blankets are always good. They can grow slowly. It's not you don't have how do you say that? It can take 2 years. It's fine. It's always fine. And this is in my I have needle stoppers on it. These are lovely buffles. And it's in this bag. I got it last year when I ordered something at Fischerwolle. And this is really handy for a blanket. So that is also one of the whips. I have more whips, but I don't tell you about it today because otherwise I think it's going to be too long. Yeah, and when I went to Amsterdam last week, did I tell you in the beginning? I think I did, because my brain is menopause brain, so I don't know it anymore. But we always go to the Albert Kuip market. That's a really long street. It's a lovely market in Amsterdam. But earlier there were a lot of stalls with clothes and nice, clothes for us, and shops with nice clothes where I always bought my my blouse things. But all the shops were gone. A lot of shops were gone. And on the market it was only food. It's only food stalls, stroopwafel stalls. Super nice, super lovely, but we went there to get some clothes and I didn't find anything. And we were, at 10 o'clock we already were in Amsterdam, so that was nice and early on Saturday. We went by train from Hengelo to Amsterdam. It's around 2 hours. We had to change trains once. And so I was walking on the Albert Kuip with my girlfriends, and we ate appeltaart with coffee and super nice. We had a lunch, and then I thought, what am I doing here? There's nothing yarny. Stupid. There was one stall with fabrics, but I have a lot of fabrics still in my closet. I didn't want to buy fabric. I just want to buy yarn. I want to look at yarn, and that's not there. So then I said to my girlfriend, my back is hurting a lot. I can't wait. How do you say it? When you strolling on a market, it's always it didn't feel good for my back. So then I said to my girlfriend, I'm going with the metro to Stephen and Penelope's, and I see you later in the HEMA at the Nieuwe Dijk. And that's what we do. I do that more often. So they weren't ready on that market, and I was ready there. So then I picked the metro and went to Stephen and Penelope's shop to look and feel and see everything he has in that shop. Super nice, but I didn't buy anything because I couldn't find something I wanted on that moment. I'm a little bit more thinking a little bit more, what do I really like, what do I need, and the only thing I wanted to buy were needles for sock knitting needles, and he didn't have what I wanted. It was only 15 centimeter Knit Pro DP end, and I wanted 20 centimeters. So I was looking in the shop for half an hour, I think, and then I didn't buy anything. And I went outside and I thought, I really don't want to buy anything because I'm here now. I'm not coming in that shop maybe once a year. But I didn't want to buy anything, so I didn't do that. Then I was walking back. You have to walk along the Wallen, the red light district, and it was really nice weather and busy, and I was tired. And then I saw like a little pavement. How do you say? Where I could sit down, and I did that for a while, and then I walked to the HEMA on the Nieuwe Dijk. That's a big HEMA. I always worked at the HEMA, so I always love to go to the HEMA still and drink coffee there with a kaasbroodje and a bottle of water. And then I was sitting and knitting there on my friend's sock, and my girlfriends, they will come there also. But it was 4 o'clock, and I asked my girlfriends, are you are you nearly here yet? No, we're just leaving. We had to do a piece of the Albert Kuip, and then we leave. And then I thought, then I'm going to the other yarn shop. It's the Afstap. It was 600 meters from the HEMA. But my back hurts a lot. But yeah, when I walk on, it goes better than when I am strolling and slowly. So I thought, come on, Ivonne, we go to the Afstap. And yeah, that's what I did. It was a really good walk for me. And there I found the Adi Colibri needles. These ones, 2.25, 20 centimeters. That's what I like. These are one of the favorite. I'm always knitting my socks on DPN, so that's the first thing I bought. And then I had to choose 2 sock yarns, of course. And that was this. This is what I bought. This is a nice brown, a little bit pink brown, and this is a pink one. On the screen it's more blown out than in real, and I think I'm going to use this for gnome knitting. I have the book from Sarah Shira, and I want to knit the big gnome, of one of the gnomes, so I think I will use these 2 colors for that. And this is the shop I'm talking about, the Afstap. It's a really different store than Stephen and Penelope's. At the shop, the Afstap, they sell a lot of Marie Wallen patterns books. A lot of samples are in that shop. Super nice to see. I think they sell, how do you say that, for the Marie Wallen patterns. No, I'm sorry, I don't find the word for it. The yarn you use for that. And they sell Rowan yarns. They have a lot of needles in the back of the shop on the wall. All kinds of brands, Clover, Knit Pro Knot, I think, but Adi, Chaiku. So a lot of choice you can make. There's enough choice. And the lady in the shop is really nice. She's already she's I think she told me she was 75 last time I spoke to her, and she's still working there because she loves that's what she loves to do. So if you are in Amsterdam, Stephen and Penelope's is highly recommended, but also the Afstap in Amsterdam. And it is, when you're on the central station, I'm the central station in Amsterdam. On your right hand side you have to go to the Afstap. You can do a Google how do you say it, maps? Oh yeah, Google Maps. And when you go to the right, you have to walk through the Zeedijk and the Wallen, the red light district, and there's Stephen and Penelope. So it's from the wingspan from the 2 shops is, I think, 1.5 kilometers. But when you do a stop in the middle at the HEMA, you can drink coffee there, and you go to all the yarn shops. So if you are in Amsterdam, it's a really nice opportunity to do that. I think there's another shop in Amsterdam with yarn and haberdasheries, but that's far, not in the city center. Somebody told me that once, but maybe I don't know it all. But these two shops are doable when you are in Amsterdam. So yeah, Amsterdam was already really nice, decorated with the lights, and yeah, it was a beautiful day. It was 2 November, and I felt really festive already, and I feel like Advent. I love it. Yeah, this is my favorite time of year. So yeah, it made me very happy. It was an exhausting day. Then at 6 o'clock, there's one train that's going right from Amsterdam to Hengelo, where I live, and that is a German train. That train goes until Hanover, I think. And that train we catched, and we had a nice sitting spot. It was really busy, but yeah, we had a spot to sit, gelukkig. And the train was warm and cozy, and we talked with my girlfriends, and it was such a nice train ride. It felt a little bit like that I was on the Zwijnstein Express. No, sorry. Hogwarts. Nee, hoe heet die nou in English? Oh, stupid, I don't know. Zwijnstein, nee, that's the Dutch word. Nou ja, sorry, I can't find the word. Maybe I will think about it later and I will put it on the screen. Hoe heet dat nou? But yeah, that was the feeling. It was a cozy feeling. It was warm in the train, and yeah, it was a good ride. And when we came back in Hengelo, we went out for dinner at the best shawarma tent in Hengelo. Shawarma, and that is Jeruzalem. Nee, sorry, hoe heet die nou? Oh, sorry, yeah, it's the Pyramiden. So if you are in the Netherlands and you come in Hengelo, where I live, there's yeah, near to this train station there is a shawarma and kebab and that kind of things nearby the station, and it's called the Pyramiden. That man makes the best shawarma I've ever eaten. He is here in Hengelo for more than 40 years, I think. So always when we go out and dine, normally we go there. I love it. So it was a super nice day. It was for me also good to go out of my house, because last week, I told it in a weekly vlog, I didn't feel well. It was mentally, I was not in the right place, and that's not what I have normally. I'm positive and always feel like living. I love to live every day, but last Tuesday, not yesterday, but last week, it was a dark day for me. I don't know where my brains were going. I think it's all due to the menopause, and I hope that I don't feel that way again soon, because it was not nice. So the day to Amsterdam was so lovely. I think I did me good. My back hurts still, because I have. That's not. Yeah, that's something I have to live with. Sometimes it's hard, but yeah. So I filmed a little bit in Amsterdam. I will stick it after this podcast. So if you want to see the shops, I filmed a little bit. I think in the shop, not, but outside, and in Amsterdam. So I hope you enjoy that. Thank you for watching again. Like and subscribe. I always like to read your comments, so feel free to do that. You can follow me also on Instagram. That's Knitting Innen on Instagram and Knitting Innen on YouTube. And I'm Knitting Innen on Ravelry. Also, I'm using Ravelry. Yeah, I try to everything I'm knitting. I'm trying to how do you say? I'm trying to keep it up. So that's it's going well, and I thank you for watching. I will stick the Amsterdam footage after this, and see you next week with a weekly vlog. Happy knitting! Ta-da! Here's my finished shawl, the Steven West Gogodynamo shawl. I love it a lot. It's really a little bit damp, So I'll leave it here for an hour, I think. And I'm really surprised that I did it in 4 weeks. Started 3 October and ended 30 October. So super nice. And the blocking was, in this case, it was really a need to do. Otherwise it was too, it wasn't wide enough. So now I'm happy. Wil jij proberen doen? Ik probeer die sessie. Start on this side and don't forget Zou ik al